Good morning, good morning. How are you all doing today? Um, let's see. Uh, Alright guys, let's jump into the charts. Let's do the morning analysis. Let's see what we're looking here coming into the market open. So the first thing I want to mention is that we are on Friday, right? Usually Fridays are not that, they can be tricky. So gotta be careful here. If you trade Fridays, probably should de-risk yourself. I am done for the week. I've taken a couple trades during the week, so I'm up already. So I won't take any trades today, but I decided to do a tape reading for you guys. This would be just for educational purposes. Don't get this wrong. It's not a signal service. Okay, so let's see. The first thing that I paid attention here coming into the market open is, if you just take a look at where we are in the market, is we have been just pumping, right? If you take a look at the if you take a look at the midnight open, pay attention to where we the day started and where we are right now. So we too much like if you just look, almost 136 points away from here, right? So the way we left all these PD areas down here and mitigated, pay attention how we left this 15-minute here, right? So what I paid attention to here, the way we take this buy sell liquidity in the form of external range, and we haven't really came to discount. So if you take a look from this low to this high here, you see we left this PD area at the discount of the range and mitigated, right? So we know that the market moves two-way, right? When we take some sort of liquidity, we have to rebalance the imbalances. So that's something that I'm gonna be watching today. Of course, the market doesn't have to come there. It can just pump and pump and pump, because on a bigger time frame, if you look, we are actually in this buy model, right? We are in this buy model. This is the overall drawn liquidity. Most probably all this will become the drawn liquidity, and we will just go there. But since we are day traders, we are on a low time frame, right? We execute on 1 minute time frame, most of us. So what does it mean? It means that we have to see some sort of rebalances first. The market is not just gonna, I do not believe that it's gonna just go all the way up here. So what I'm paying attention to is, first of all, this 15-minute, right? I want to see some sort of move towards this one first. Now what could happen here actually is we could just come to this 15-minute, hold this order block, mitigate this one, and from here start to make our way higher, since our drawn liquidity is still this buy side up here, right? This is a possibility. But I am very bearish. I truly want to see sell model today, especially towards this 15-minute down here, and possibly this London lows. And the way we left these London lows here, pay attention again how we have this unmitigated 1 hour fair value gap, right? So what makes this London low more high probability is that we have unmitigated PD area below it, right? It's not just London low, but like two confidences at the same time. But in order to see some sort of move towards at least this 15-minute fair value gap down here, the first thing I want to see is we mitigate, we disrespect this 15-minute here, maybe we disrespect this order block here. That would tell me that, okay, we are coming towards this one, and I'm gonna see how we're gonna react here, and that would tell me. So we cannot tell much, right? We have to wait for reaction. How we gonna, the first thing I'm gonna watch here, this 15-minute here. I'm gonna watch how we're gonna respect it, how we're gonna react there. As I said, we could easily hold it and still pump higher, but that's why we gotta wait and watch. If we disrespect this one, this would be next draw, and then from there, this one down here. But a lot of scenarios in my mind. So another one, we could just come right to this one, hold this one, and still go higher. So we're not trying to predict the market. These are just scenarios that could happen. But yeah, that's the overall analysis coming into the open. I want to see sell model preferably, but we'll see what the market will give us here. Let's see if any questions. Alright. Alright, that's the overall analysis coming into the open, guys. The market's gonna open in a couple of minutes here. If you take a look at the ES here, so somebody asked what about that 1 hour order block. So as you can see, are you talking about this one here? So see, it aligns with this PD area that we actually mentioned here, right? So this is just a point of interest, we call it, right? This hourly order block with this one. But yeah, I truly want to see a sell model here towards all these PD areas. That's what I want to see. Do we have any SMT at the highs? Now pay attention how ES. So it's important to do all the analysis here on NQ, but you gotta pay attention to ES as well, right? Because you can be right about everything here, but if this one doesn't really moves the way it should move, this one won't move as well. So for right now, let's see, ES created relative equal highs there. Is there any sort of SMT at the highs on a bigger time frame? Let me see. So this buy side is taken. It is Wednesday 8 o'clock. Wednesday 8 o'clock. Okay, that we do have this small SMT, but we'll see. As for right now, there's something like this presented in the structure, right? A small SMT there at the highs. Again, ES also has this unmitigated PD area. We're gonna see how we're gonna react here. Gonna hold this order block. If this one fails, this will be the next draw here. I don't aim for any London lows down here on ES because we don't really have any PD area that is not mitigated. If you look even on hourly time frame, this PD area was mitigated already. But yeah, well, let's wait and see like what's gonna happen here. So there's some sort of SMT already at the highs. That is a good sign, right? Oops, the market opens here. Wait, is there any questions or what? Oh damn, is it full? How to? Do you know how to manage it? How to like put more people here? I don't really know much about this Discord, but look at this. We pumped. So most probably coming for this buy side up here. This one up here. Now ES mitigated this 50-minute here, which I mentioned here, so this one is not important to me no more. If you take a look on ES, we actually have this volume imbalance up here on daily time frame, right? So it could act as a magnet. We could see potential move towards that volume imbalance, but I'm gonna pay attention to this buy side up here and see if we will create any sort of SMT there. Maybe ES will come to this 4-hour unmitigated PD array. We have some sort of SMT there, and we'll see from there. Again, I'm not interested in buys today, honestly. The way we left all these PD arrays down here unmitigated, right? We haven't really came to discount. we haven't really rebalanced to those imbalances down here, so I'm not interested in buys at this point. We are too much at the premium. That's crazy. But yeah, that buy side is taken now. Let's see. I'll take this one off. This one is not important to me no more. Again, we are very bullish, right? We still could come in all the way towards this buy side up here. But since ES is gonna reach this 4-hour fair value gap here, and we will have SMT at a key level, I want to see if we are retracing. I want to see some sort of SMT there, right? Because this high is taken now on NQ. I want to see ES push a little bit higher, rebalances to this imbalance here, and have that SMT there. I mean, we still have SMT here. As for right now, something like that is presented. Wait, is there any questions? Let's take a look on 5 minutes. Now, pay attention how we opened up this 5 minute here, okay? Now, since till here, I wanted to see a sell towards this 15 minute. But since we opened up now a 5 minute fair value gap, I'm gonna be careful about this one, right? Because this doesn't let me look for any shorts, at least towards this 15 minute down here, okay? The way we opened up this 5 minute, because we could easily come, tap it, hold it, and still go over, because on a bigger time frame we're still bullish, okay? We could come to this one here, up here. So gotta be watch that one here, gotta be careful if you're trying to short the market. Now it doesn't mean that we cannot run through it, right? Of course, but it can also mean that we can hold it and go. So it's two directional. We have reasons to go lower, we have reasons to go higher. So when there are two opinions, I prefer to just not touch it. Now pay attention how we haven't even tapped this 5 minute here and start to make our way, right? Important. We're gonna come back towards all of this. At least I do think this 5 minute, this 15 minute should definitely be retested, like rebalanced. First I'm gonna watch we take this buy side up here, and now we're gonna take this buy side liquidity. If I take my discount premium, see how all this 15 minute is left at the discount, and this one as well. So after taking external range liquidity, I'm expecting some sort of rebalance. Right, I'm gonna let the market take this buy side, and then we're gonna be looking for shorts. We're gonna see, of course, if it gives us opportunity. Now if you look at this structure, right, starting from the market open, there's not really a way you could be involved in this unless you chase the price action. Hasn't been any fair value gap that was even rebalanced, just a straight move. There wasn't anything here as well, so that buy side is taken. ES also mitigated this 4 hour, most probably gonna come and tap that volume imbalance that we talked about. This is crazy. I didn't expect this sort of pump at the market open. What do you guys think? Would you, like, after we take this buy sell liquidity, would you guys short the market now if it gives you some sort of entry model? Let me see what you think. Now, I'm not saying that we cannot dump here, right? We can dump here. But again, the way we have all these PD arrays, look, we have 5 minutes there. We have this 5 minutes down here. We have here. Just not beautiful, not beautiful at all. Okay. I'd wait for at least 5 minutes CST and would look for possible reaccumulation into second leg of distribution on sell model, hard to fade below a shorter flow without confirmation. I already have my trading model. Do you advise me to look at the 10 mentorship for more information on ICT? Is it worth it? Not really. If you have found success with that model, you don't trade ICT, right? I mean, I have tried multiple strategies. ICT is the only one that opened up my eyes to the markets. It's not about having a strategy or an entry model strategy to have that checklist or inversion SMT, that, right? The main idea here is to be able to read price action. That should be the goal, right? Because all the entry models, they are easy. All the executions, they will be better by experience. The main thing here, to be able to just look at the charts and to be able to read it as a book, right? That should be the goal. I mean, for me personally, I don't know. So I know exactly, like in these conditions, if I take any trades, I will lose all the time, because look at this. This is super bullish. There's no any draw, like all this is just not high probability to short or to long. So what would be better for me, for example, I'd let the market do whatever it wants to do, create structure at least, right? To let me see what I'm looking at least. I don't know. Because this is not enough structure for me to take a trade. I need more. And also the macro finished. So I'm gonna be patiently waiting for the next macro, most probably. Bro, why you did not draw 1 hour bearish fair value gap on NQ? Let's see. Where's that order block? This one, are you talking about this one here? Because I already draw like the 15 minute. I know that this is where I'm interested already. Okay, this is hourly time frame. Like this one here. I don't want to be rude, but you posted wins when there was no SMT. There was 1 minute market MMC, and you just insta entry. Okay, so good question. Now, SMT is important for my entry models, right? It is not, let's say that with SMT my entry model will give me more confidence. Let's make it 85%, right? No SMT will make it 80%. So it is still high probability setup, right? Just the lack of SMT doesn't take it from 85% to 40%, right? The main thing here is you are trying to find the drawn liquidity. The drawn liquidity has to be very clean pool of liquidity, right? For me, it is unmitigated PD areas or swing high, swing lows. So if I'm very confident about my draw, the only thing I look for is entry model. And your entry model doesn't have to be just one type, right? It could be ICT 2022 model. It could be inversion fair value gap model. It could be CISD entry. It could be, I don't know, what else there. So it's different type of entry models, right? It doesn't have to be the same all the time. The main thing is drawn liquidity. Where the market is going, you take a look your risk to reward, right? Is it worth? Oh, this one. I don't look at the market that way. Like I look at the market differently. That's why that one is not important to me. I got it, but the SMT is just for safety for my stop loss. Let's pretend you are right about your draw on liquidity. The SMT machine, and no one way can. Yeah, I totally understand. SMT will be good for your stop loss, right? But let's see that you have something like this. We took some sort of okay. Oops, not like this. Wait, let me. It's not even moving. Okay, let's say you are very confident about this draw, and there's a structure like this one. My bad, I draw it wrong. Okay, let's pretend that there's a structure like this one. You are very confident about this draw. So what is happening in this structure is you see that we have market structure shift, but you see that we also took liquidity from this high, right? So actually there's breaker presented in the structure, and now you don't really care if there's SMT at that high, because you're not gonna put your stop loss there, right? If there's a breaker presented here, as the ICT says, your stop loss just has to be just a tick above the breaker if you are right about the draw and everything. So it all depends on the structure, right? Of course, when I look at the structure and there's no SMT, but it's not even safe, of course I'm not going to take it. I take it only if I believe that it's safe to take it. So we have a mitigated fair value gap. We can use that again anyways, unless it sweeps the highs already inside it. So we're not using it until the highs are swept, and when it is important high like this, then we expect a move of it that makes sense in the focus on them. This is such a big message. I'm not sure. about them. Oh, my bad. I thought this is a question. Now pay attention how we came and mitigated this one here, right? We could start from here, one more leg, take this buy side. You don't know that, right? So that's why it's important now to let the market do something, let it draw something here, right? Some structure here, so that you can have an idea. Now it can dump, of course it can dump, but our job is to find high probability setups. This dump wouldn't be any high probability. Now pay attention, if we displace through these lows and we displace through that lows on ES as well, we're gonna see one more dump here. Pay attention to this low as well here. I'll take this off from here. If you manage to displace through both of them, you could see one more dump. Let me just focus here. See how we mitigated this 50-minute? Now what I want to see is if you can get one more push to the upside, and then possibly we could look for shorts towards this one here. Just took this sell. See, all this move to the downside could be just a retracement to this high PD area here, and now from here it can still go higher. If you can get any sort of SMT with any of these highs, maybe ES will take these highs up here, maybe the SMT there, and still make our way from there. I don't know. Is the SMT at the lows? No. Oh, actually, there is SMT at the lows. See, I didn't see this one here. Now from this SMT, all I want is to take us to these highs up here. That's all. I don't really want anything up here, because at this point, if we break through these highs on both of them, we have to wait again now. We have to wait so much for the market to create more structure at that point. We don't want this high to be taken on both of them. Let's see. This sell side is taken. SMT. This could be a small buy model. We have a kind of breaker, not that clean, but a breaker, fair value gap. See if it retraces. You see, it just pumped. That didn't really retrace to this breaker or to this fair value gap. So unless you chase it, you wouldn't be involved in it. See how we tap this 15-minute here. Created that SMT inside that. Let's take a look on 2 minute, 3 minute. Okay, I'll take this SMT off from here now. Not important no more. See how pay attention to this 2:15-minute, right? When I said that I'm not interested in this because we're about to open up this one here, so we could just tap it and then run. That was a possibility as well. So that's why I wasn't looking for those shorts there. Why that SMT is not important now. Can we talk long from high of breaker? Can we take? No, you cannot. You cannot look for longs at all at this point. Longs are absolutely not valid. Look, there's nothing here. Even if you zoom out on daily time frame, there's nothing here. You are day trader, right? You are executing on 1 minute time frame. So preferably, like let's say at this here, look at this structure. See how the market creates a structure to the left side, and then you can take entry and trade this structure here, right? Because you don't really have to zoom out like too much. You see the structure right in front of you, right? But if you like look at stuff like that happened a couple of days ago, I don't really look at that, because if I'm executing on 1 minute time frame, the structure has to be right in left side of me, right? I don't have to even just zoom like this one and see the structure here. No, this is the most important structure to me. Now this structure is traded already, right? It is completed already. There wasn't any high probability entry for me. It just pumped and took this structure. Now in my mind, what I think is I have to let the market create another structure now, and then try to find a way to trade that structure, right? So right now there's no structure because this one was traded already. So what I can do is wait for the market to create another structure and try to find if I can trade that structure. That's what I'm doing here right now. I have a big problem I have in SMT trading is the knowledge about the high time frame fair value gap 15 minutes, and we're gonna have to use it as our draw on liquidity, and when we want to see tap it and then get more movement up. Wait, I mean I said it earlier, but I'm gonna say it one more time. You have to have one opinion when you are thinking about executing. There should be just one scenario, one opinion in your mind, right? If you look, for example, let's say you are looking for shorts here, right? Do you have just one opinion here, or do you have two opinions? Because if I look at this, let's say here, I have two opinions. So the first opinion is that we have created two fair value gaps. So what could happen is we could just tap this one and go higher, right? Since we have this fair value gap, we could tap it and go higher. As I said earlier, if we wouldn't have a fair value gap here, in that scenario, most probably we would have dumped to this one here. So I would have looked for shorts. So in that case, there would be just one opinion. In this case, there's two opinions. So when I have two opinions, you don't touch it, right? Because it's already 50% high probability in your mind. So I look at the SMT with ES and NQ only. I don't look at the DAW. Vinny, can you text, what was his name? Shimon? Maybe he can take over. Let's take a look at this one. Now, for example, if we look for shorts, shorting towards this low is much higher probability than shorting towards these lows here. Right? Because this one is above the unmitigated PD area, the 5 minute, right? So what could happen, we could come, retrace to this 5 minute. And you could use that as a trade, that retracement as a trade towards here. And we could hold and then go. So this would be higher probability short than towards this one down here. Maybe we can get any SMT at these highs. Yo, Vinny, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for the live stream, for the people. Yo, what do you guys think? Give me some ideas. What do you think? Let me see. Maybe some questions. Okay, this 5 minute. What would be the next long setup? So if you ask me, there wouldn't be a next long setup for me. There could be a next short setup, right? Because we have structure to the left, we could use that structure as to trade. If you look for longs, there's no structure here, right? So you cannot trade anything, like there's no fish here. You cannot just go and try to catch fish where there's no fish. So fish is here, down here. So your job is to catch a fish here. But you have to have other things to happen, right? First of all, maybe preferably SMT, right? It has to show like some other stuff as well. As for right now, still waiting. Just watch it and build patience. Guys, please ask questions. I'm not judging, okay? I'm just giving my opinion about what I think. Like when you asked why I'm not looking for longs, this is just my opinion, what I said, right? That's how I think about the markets. So don't think that I'm judging or I'm being rude. I'm not. After a huge expansion, I expect this to be accumulation phase going into the next week. Anyone trying to trade today should just clock out and come back to see if PM session presents anything. So yeah, let's wait for the next macro here. There could be some sort of movements during next macro. I wouldn't really trade Friday PM session, honestly. I just no. If did you trade funded accounts? Yes, I trade. I recently bought a couple top step challenges. Past couple of them, I'm still working on. I think they have a rule like you can have just 5 accounts. I didn't know that I have like 7, but some of them don't just work. They don't work unless you either fail one or I don't know. You have to have just 5. Put your old name back in instead. Yeah, I was trying to put it last night, but apparently have to wait 14 days before make any changes on my username. So I don't know if somebody doesn't steal it. I'll be back to that name. Come on, brother, don't steal it. Do you trade macros? So my executions preferably should be within the macro timing. Anytime I take a trade outside the macro timing, I always regret it. For example, yesterday there was a good setup. I don't know if I can show it. There was really good setup before before the macro, but again failed. I will not find it right now, but it was around 10:30. It was really good setup, but it failed again. So can you explain your model? So it's not easy to explain a model. I can explain you entry model, but they don't really make sense, right? Unless you know how the markets move, why the markets move, when the markets move, where the markets move. That is the important question. The entry models are all the same. ICT gave us a bunch of entry models. Okay, see how these lows were taken? Now we most probably we could dump towards this low here. But this 5 minute is dangerous here, since it still can hold. If you say, as you see, this was a high probability short towards this low, but not this one. You see, it came again, tapped this 5 minute, and it could go from here again. Oops, wrong. Now I like how we mitigated this 5 minute. So if we get one more push to the upside, maybe clean all these highs. In that case, if there will be sell, it will be a good sell lower, preferably towards like it could be towards these lows here, and it could be still lower than that. Could be all the way toward this PD area here or this PD area. So I'm gonna take this 15 minute off from here. The first one, that is this 5 minute. So I like how we mitigated this 5 minute first. Now I want to see we come and clean all these highs. Right, see if we don't really have any SMT at the lows. We took these lows on both of them. So I want to see we clean this one, and then I want to see sell towards all these almost relative equal lows and this PD area. And macro is about to open up again in 9 minutes as well. Did ICT blew his Robin's Cup again? That man is crazy. Okay, somebody asked what is macro timing. So macro timing is, if you are ICT trader, those are the timing when the algorithm will deliver price action efficiently, either towards buy side, sell side liquidity, either to rebalance the high time frame imbalance, right? So preferably this period, 20 minutes interval here. Now it could be a couple minutes before, couple minutes after, but this is what ICT is referring to as marker timing. Actually, I'm gonna let it sit here. Let me ask you, if you have a 5-minute fair value gap, do you have to wait for the 5-minute candle to close, or do you use any other time frame? It depends, right? It's the market is how to say, you have to always be able to improvise, right? Sometimes you don't have to wait for that 5-minute. You have to see what is presented to you, like what is given to you. Like you have to think logically. It just these type of questions you cannot just answer them by saying yes or no, because there's no. It is very different. So if you guys want to make it easier on you, just go to indicators, okay? There is indicator, it's called ICT macros by Lux Algo. So if you press on that one, if you get it's free, okay? You see it tells you the macro timing. 950, 1010. Look how the expansion happened during macro, right? The next macro is going to open up here, and it will tell you about the PM session macros as well. Take these macros off from here. If we displace through now pay attention to this. If we take this low on both of them, we're gonna dump, okay? If we take this one, we're gonna dump, at least towards the sell side and this 5-minute down here. Okay, watch the dump. Let's see if there's any way to be involved in this. Okay, so there could be short opportunity from this fair value gap if it gives you the entry. But I don't like how we haven't really taken any SMT at the highs. Very tiny, small SMT. But this fair value gap, yeah, could be used as a Now if you would have a very clean SMT at the highs, this would be 100% win rate sell here. But the lack of SMT at these highs makes it a little bit lower probability, because the market still could come. This is smooth here, right? It could still come, it could not. If you would have SMT, this would be very high probability sell here, at least towards this sell. Like you would take your at this point break even, and then you would let it just ran. This does not look bad. I got a good question. Have you tried considering trading 10 a.m. full power of 3? Happens a lot throughout the week. Very high probable if you add it to your arsenal. Seeing the new 4-hour candle from this week. That's a good thing actually. I haven't really paid attention too much to it. I've seen people use it a lot. But yeah, I may consider that. Dumpy. At this point we're gonna dump. We're not gonna wait at this sell side. We're just gonna dump. Now see, we want to see this sell side gets taken on Q as well for that dump, for that more dump. Okay, I think we're gonna see it for sure. Come on, because now there's small SMT at the lows. So if you want to see more dump, we would like NQ at least tick this one. We could be sure that we're just gonna dump still. Yeah, she looks weak. She's gonna dump. Let me take a look at this one actually. We want to see this sell side gets taken, otherwise it's gonna just go higher, because now we have SMT. I do believe that this is just the retracement to this fair value gap maybe, and then still go lower, because we don't want to see high prices anymore. $11.50, $12.10 is lunch macro. Okay. Now, for example, if you took that short, oh my god, she just dumped. But what I wanted to say, when we take this low here, your stop loss should be at break even, and then this would be a full TP. Okay. Now it could still drop lower, right? But this would be full TP. Nothing crazy, like what, 40 points. Yeah, so wait, no, I'm not, this 15 minutes is not important to me no more. What is important to me, this 5 minutes, okay? This was the first one which was not mitigated, so this would be the final TP. I cannot aim for this one here, because for this one, in order to aim for this one, it would be just a runner, that's it. It would not be any I would not be aiming for this just to put my stop loss to break even and not take partials. No, this is all I aimed for. Okay. Yo guys, look, good, like, does it make sense? Does it make sense here? Why did I say that if we take these lows on both of them, we're gonna dump here? Nobody asked that question, right? Why? Why not this one here? Why not this, any of this one here? But this one, when we take it on both of them, we're gonna dump. Good question. Let me know what y'all think. No, I'm asking you why. What do you think? Let me see. Just give your opinions. It doesn't have to be right? We are trying to learn together here. So just give your opinion. What do you think? Maybe because what? That low was a liquidity sweep low. That is a possibility because the 5 minute was mitigated. Okay, as soon as we took low on both, no more SMT. That is partially true, but there's another reason as well. We closed 5 minutes above the wick. Maybe it's where we have the most sell side liquidity resting at. Possibly. I want to all in, but I don't know which way to go. Relative equal highs. Because we had another bullish fair value gap. IFG. Come on. Me personally, I saw that we mitigate the 5 minute fair, then retraced up candle. Okay, cool. This is a good answer. I like it. Now see how, for example, here, right? Why we did not dump when we took this one? Because we took that one on both of them at the same time as well. There was no SMT, but why we did not dump and retrace one more time? And the reason is we had the 5 minute unmitigated PD area there, right? So we had this one here. So if you paid attention, I said if you are for short, this would be high probability short, not this one yet, right? It comes, takes this one, mitigates this one, so we take off this one, retrace, and when we take this one at the same time, there's no PD area here, there's no unmitigated PD area. The only one that I see was this 5 minute down here, and this is just low-hanging fruit, right? So I know that it's gonna dump to take this one and dump towards that PD area. So that's the answer. So we still have so much room to go to the downside, but there's also a but, right? We have to have some sort of confirmation at the highs here on the 1 minute time frame. Maybe some SMT here to confirm that. Then so we accumulate and then we're gonna drop again. Okay. Let me see if we have SMT at the lows though. If we have SMT, we cooked. Not really. This low was taken on both of them, so we could see some sort of retracement. I don't know, maybe some SMT somewhere, and then we're still gonna go lower, because I don't want any high prices at this point no more. See, there's small SMT now at this high. See how this SMT gonna hold here. If you're gonna see displacement now after this one, want to see we close the candle body below this this candle. That would be a good short. See, first of all, I want to see how this SMT is gonna hold here. Yes, sir. There will be no buyers left. Okay, we take this one. This is not important. This is no important. This is no important. We still bearish, okay? We still have so much room to go. So much room to go to. This 15 minute here. A lot of room. Now, if you see displacement, right? Somebody asked the importance of SMT. So in that case, you can put your stop loss at this SMT low now, high now. So that would be protected, not right now, but when we get the displacement through this candle here, okay? You want to see that displacement first. In that case, you can put your stop loss at this SMT, and even if it comes and takes you out, then most probably either you are wrong about the bias, either it's chop, because like, if you think about it, if you have that SMT now at these highs, and if you get displacement without taking this low first, right? It should not come first to that SMT. It should first come, take this low, preferably mitigate this one, and then you don't care about this SMT. You're gonna be out of the position at that case, because this SMT, the job was to take us to this low and to this PD area. So if you get that displacement, that short would be towards this and this. Now, what I would do personally, since we still have so much room to go, as soon as we take this low, I would just put my stop loss to break even and let it go. You still do private live streams? Damn good. Thank you for teaching. Yes, sir. So the private group, we are planning to bring the VIP back with some good prices. Okay, it's not anything crazy. So we'll do some announcement later, maybe next week. We'll see. But it's gonna be really very good prices for this kind of education, right? Not giving like signals. I'm trying to teach how I think about the markets, how you guys can think about the markets, because I don't want to be rude towards nobody. Anyway. Now look, we should drop here, okay? We should not come to this SMT. We should drop. That's what we want to see. If we see, if we can, we cooked. Do you have any SMT at the lows? No, not really. Mm-hmm. 50 for yearly membership. I'll pay it right now. You should wait until after election, to be honest. Maybe do a Black Friday promotion to all the viewers on the social media. I'm gonna do very good prices, guys. You have no idea. Like, all these people are charging hundreds and hundreds of dollars for I don't know even what they teach, but I'm gonna give some good prices. So it could be like, I don't know, one challenge account price. I don't know. We'll see. Still working on it. Okay, at this point this is chop now. I don't like how we invalidated this SMT. Now when you think about it, there actually hasn't been any candle body closure yet below this order block. So there could be another soup. Actually no, I will. Could be something like this. Oops. Is it? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Now at this point, when you look at this market, right, the only thing it is trying to do, make damage, right? For example, I don't really think that there's a reason to go higher, but it's gonna go higher because it wants to make damage. There's no reason to go higher. So in the good conditions, most probably this SMT would have held here. We're gonna see sell, but it's gonna cost us a lot. It's gonna make a lot of damage here, because hasn't been really any SMT at the lows here as well to make that move. Did we have? Not really, so. Mm-hmm. Ten more minutes, let's go. Don't want to for yeah. Chop is the name of the game. Is there any 3 minutes here? 2 minutes, maybe. Here, I don't know. What is this? This is all taken, no SMT yet. I'll take this 1 minute from here. So if you want to see bearish, we want to inverse this one first, because we could just retrace. It could be just a retracement and still take us higher. All this here could be a potential run through all of this. We'll see. Now on the 5 minute time frame, this looks very bearish, right? I don't really want to see any high prices. I want to see this gets inversed and dump. But let's see what the market's gonna do. Do you guys all trade ICT concepts, or do you trade some other strategies as well? See how we're holding this one here. ICT only, just SMT models and inversion fair value gap models. Gotcha. I know some guy texted in the group about he said that he finds his buys through VWAP. I was like, that's actually interesting. I trade reversals in fair value gap breaker block, very good entry model. Do you use RTH gaps? No. What is RTH gaps? A lot of really rich people trade support and resistance. It's very interesting. 100% well trading, regular trading over gap. Oh no, I don't trade that. Professional says VWAP, that's why it works. I don't know. I haven't really. I mean, I used to use indicators in the past, but it just doesn't make sense if it gives you not real data, but from a previous data information. That kind of sucks. The marker is about to finish in 4 minutes. We haven't really done anything. I'm gonna be paying attention to this order block here, how it's gonna hold. Mostly when I see a drop, then a small SMT, that SMT becomes liquidity unless that happens in macro. So usually what happens is when it comes to SMT, for example, most of the time we have, let's say, this was a previous high, okay. Oops. Let me see how I can draw it. We had some sort of previous high, right? What happens? The market comes. No, actually, let me take it like this. We have a buy sell liquidity up here. What happens? The market comes, usually, right? Creates let's say SMT, create SMT, dropped, right? So there's SMT at these highs. Now that is going to be a very high probability drawn liquidity after we take whatever we came here for. Was it a rebalance? Was it just a swing low or whatever, right? After that one is taken, there's a very big chance that we're gonna come and take these relative equal highs most of the time. See how we disrespected this order block, right? Because people would have think, okay, we failed to go lower, now we're gonna go higher. But see how we disrespected this order block. Now the whole move to the upside could be just, what was the reason? If I can, the only thing I can think of is it could be just a retracement to this unmitigated 2 minutes, right? But at the end of the day, we just call it chop, and now it could just sell. I don't know. At this point, you should not even think about taking any sort of trades. The way it is acting, right? It just watch it, read it, but you don't have to take it. Now pay attention. If we take these lows at the same time, we're gonna dump. Okay, ES is very close to that low. What could happen? ES could take it a small SMT and could still make damage up here. But if we drop, take these lows at the same time, we're gonna drop, and most probably we're gonna drop towards this PD area down here. Pay attention to this fair value gap here. ES could super these highs one more time, honestly. Is there SMT? There's no SMT at the lows. We have created relative equal lows here. The macro finished also. Haven't really done. Look what the market did. Just chopped. Oh, there's SMT actually at the highs, right? Okay, this could play out honestly. There's SMT at the highs. This would be good short. Bam, that low is taken. I want to see NQ pushes. because if NQ takes this low, we're gonna dump at least towards this low and this PD area, okay? But we don't want to see this SMT hold here. I don't think it can, but it's Friday, you can do. So let's pretend that you took a short at this fair value gap, right? Should your stop loss be at break even now? That's a question for you guys. Should your stop loss be at break even now or no? Somebody says no, somebody said yes. For me personally, it depends on the conditions. If it would be another other day, I wouldn't really put my stop loss to break even yet. But in here I probably would, because this low is taken now, right? We know that the market is crazy, like it can do whatever it wants to do here. So technically there's SMT right now. This SMT could make damage, right? It could come even towards here, because this SMT already did its job. It took us to the lows. As soon as ES took these lows, that's it. Yeah, let's wait 2 more minutes and I'm gonna call it out here. Another thing is that just I said it already, but you can read, yeah, like you can read stuff like this, right? Or price is gonna go lower to this, but it doesn't always mean that you're gonna be involved in it, right? Sometimes you're gonna just talk about it and watch it. At the end of the day, we are trying to find the most high probability setups during the day. You just need one of them, that's it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the session. I mean, the price action was terrible. Like, look at this, there's nothing really interesting here. We just pumped at the open and haven't really done much. So if you haven't taken any trades, that's good, right? That is good, because this is chop. Wait, what is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Saturday. Let me see. Let me see what I'm doing tomorrow. Yeah, we could do some backtesting tomorrow, because I have taken some couple of good trades this week. I took just 3 trades, I think, on my account. 3 or I don't know, we'll see tomorrow. But yeah, what do you guys think? Let's call it out here. It just it's better to just go and enjoy your day, right, rather than sitting here and hoping that the move will happen. It will not just happen. This is just chop. Even if it happens, it's gonna be cost you so much mental energy. Like, no. I will announce the backtesting. If you guys want to join the backtesting tomorrow, it's gonna be really fun. Last week it was really good. I will see what time we can do, and it should be fun. I'm not gonna say my age. I'm old. Alright guys, enjoy the rest of your days. 32? No, hell no. Not that old. I'm 24. Yeah, 24. What? Like what? Not that old. What do you mean? Like 24 or like 32? 24. I'm 24 actually. My voice is kind of like, it sounds younger. I don't know what the hell is wrong with my voice, but yeah. Okay, I'm gonna answer this question. I like it a lot. Who was your mentor? Look, guys, if you trade ICT concepts, let me give you the best advice you can ever have. Okay. Um, it's good to have mentor, of course. But what's gonna happen? You're gonna take the perspective of that mentor, and you're gonna be looking at the market with that perspective. Okay. So if you choose a mentor, you gotta be very very careful because that person will affect so much in your trading. Like you're gonna be looking at the market from his perspective, and if he sucks, you're gonna suck for a long time. So when you choose a mentor, choose a wise mentor. But I would suggest just learn the basics, whatever ICT concepts are, and just journal, okay? And journal, and I mentioned it on the back test last week. But if you journal and if you give assumptions, let's say that you took a trade and it is a failing trade, right? You come at the end of the day, you journal and you ask yourself, why did this fail, right? And it might seem stupid. I have no idea why it failed. But if you give assumptions, I think it failed because this SMT, or I think it failed because this fair value got failed, right? But give assumptions, right? Give assumptions. And if you do that for a long period of time, it actually builds up knowledge. And that is the actual true knowledge that can help you to actually read the price action, like all that stuff. So it's good to have mentor, but it's best to be your own mentor. That's what I'm trying to say. Did you learn from something from Justin Dub? Look, with all respect to Justin, I like Justin a lot. But his perspective is completely different from my perspective. Like if you have been on the stream, you know that I look at the markets completely differently. He looks completely differently. I was alone for 4 years, then I met my mentor and I improved exponentially. You need a mentor. Alone will take a long... The only way it will take you that much... So, look. I have been trading ICT concept for 1 year and 1 month. Okay? So all it takes 1 year. So, I don't know. Just be careful with the mentor. I like the mentality of Justin, but his perspective for the market is not the same as me. When I trade, I hear you and Under talking in my head. Haha, it's weird, but I guess we have learned how you guys trade. Ando is like, he's a beast, bro. If you guys haven't been on Ando's streams, go to his channel and watch. He's been trading this account, the challenge account that he took last week, and he's already up what, $3,000 on it. That's insane. That's crazy. Just 1 week, $3,000. So Ando is a beast. So we're gonna be opening the VIP soon. It's gonna be really good prices. Ando is gonna be there. Okay, you're gonna have live streams every AM session, PM session. AM sessions will be with me, PM sessions with Ando. So if you guys think about it. We're gonna have charting sessions. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna come do AM session, then maybe Ando will do PM sessions, right? And at the end of the day, we'll review the market. What happened? We will have those sessions. What trades did we talk about? You will have a chance to talk, to speak up, to give your opinion, trade, like why did you take a trade, and we will just it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of knowledge, I think. So it's gonna be really cheap compared to other people that are charging 150 bucks for, like, I don't know what they're teaching, but our gonna be really cheap. We'll announce the prices. It's not gonna be crazy. It's not gonna be anything like 100 bucks or something like, no. It's also good to be in the right community, okay? That is important as well. Community affects your trading as well. How old are you, Al Pacino? Trading. What is the chart? The charts are not interested anymore. Let's talk a little bit. So as for right now, I'm thinking just accepting 50 people at the beginning. We'll see how this will be. But yeah, we'll have a wait list for sure, because we don't want to have some signal bots there. People who want to have, like, who want to learn, right? Who want to do this by themselves. Because at the end of the day, all we are trying to do is to learn the skill set to not be dependent on anything or anyone or anywhere, right? You can just go, don't be dependent on a job. So our goal is to teach you guys how to view the market, the patience, how to be able to wait patiently, how to look for high probability setups, right? All those stuff. We're not just trying to do sessions and give signals and stuff like that. Of course, we're gonna be taking trades as well. You're gonna see how we execute as well. I work 20 and we're gonna have a back testing most probably tomorrow. So if you guys want to join, that would be fun. But yeah, that's it for me today. No, don't look at the charts no more, okay? Don't look at the charts no more. Let it just do whatever it wants to do. But yeah, peace out, and I'll see you guys next time.